Hello, fellow preppers. 'Tis I, the Rumple-One. A rainy morning here in October on the South Coast. Imagine that. Anyway, I'm sure you've heard about Ebola. I bet money on it. Now, the thing is, there's some scary stuff. You know, we're out here in the country. Am I worried about it? Not worried, but I am concerned. Mainly because of two things. Thing number one, I don't think we're being told the whole truth by our government. I contacted my county commissioners when I first heard about this Ebola. That was a few weeks ago, last month. And their response was, well, our plan is we're going to follow the CDC guidelines. And when I first asked them the question, there wasn't anything on the website, on their website about it. And then the day after I posed the questions, there's these links to the CDC. That's their plan. I said, but that's not a plan. You know, you need a plan for detection. You need a plan for how to handle it. You know, you need a plan. You need a written plan. They don't have that in place. And now, come to find out, what the CDC has told us isn't effective. I'm sure you've seen the websites, or maybe you haven't. There's all kind of posts out there about what's going on with Ebola. Now, some of it's bogus, I would imagine. But it doesn't matter what's bogus, what's not bogus. We know Ebola exists. We know it's been brought to our soils here. We know what can happen with pandemics and epidemics. We've done it to ourselves, or our government has done it to us, by not sealing the borders, not stopping flights from West Africa. It's ridiculous. But the second reason that I'm really concerned about this, human error. All it takes is one mistake. Just one. We've already seen in Dallas, a person died, then a nurse catches it, then her boyfriend catches it. Where does it stop? So that's the biggest problem I see with Ebola, is the human error factor. And hopefully it doesn't come to this state, but guess what? Too late. Because according to one post out there on the internet, that the plane that took the person to Dallas actually went to Portland, Oregon. I'm 5 hours or so from Portland, 250 miles, but all it would take is one person there to come through here on the coast, stop in somewhere. We could all be infected. What's my plan? I'll talk about plans. Well, number one, if I have to, I will self-quarantine. I won't leave this place. I don't have to. I really don't, not for months. I mean, it could be a practice of the, you know, stuff hits the fan, end of the world kind of thing. The big one. I just have to do with what I have for the next 2 or 3 months and just stay put. That's one possibility. I mean, the first mention that it hits this county, that's it. I'm going to lock up, bolt down. But what if you don't have that luxury? What if you live in a big city? What do? Well, remember, when the Asian bird flu hit, you see a lot of people wearing masks. And sometimes you laugh at them, but you have to do what you have to do to protect yourself. I mean, you keep your hands clean. Don't touch your face. If you have to be in a public place, put on one of those masks, an N95 or N100 mask. In fact, I would highly suggest you stock up on some N95s and N100s. 3M makes them. No, I don't have stock in 3M or anything like that, just to put that out there. But the thing is, they may become very scarce. And what if nothing happens? So you spend 20 bucks on some masks. Well, it's like an insurance policy. It's like having a spare tire. I don't think you drive your car without a spare tire, jack, and a lug wrench. Well, that's what this is. Because, see, Ebola is not the only thing going around out there. There's other flus. There's that enterovirus or whatever it's called. There's a lot of stuff, nasty stuff that's being let in to this country. I mean, all those, illegal immigrants, basically trespassers, invaders coming up from the south. They're bringing all kind of sicknesses and disease here because they're not inoculated. They haven't been vaccinated. They haven't been tested. They haven't been quarantined. So this is just one of those things where it's up to each person. You're on your own. I mean, Ebola has something like a 50% fatality rate. Only 1 out of 2 survive it. And I know some of you have probably seen the post of all those coffins and that the FEMA camps are now going to be quarantine camps. Well, I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. But that's not the point. The point is you got to do what you have to do to survive and stay healthy. And I wish you all luck. But the thing is, fellow preppers, if you fail to prepare, you're preparing to fail. And I'd like to amend that to say, if you're not preparing to survive, then you're preparing to be a victim. And as always, you're on your own.